You're Near the Wild with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska.
Hello?
Matt Becker.
Oh my God, Ggreg Chaille.
Front and center.
That was fun last night watching that fucking Periscope.
Yeah, the Doug Stanhope eBay yard sale. Yeah, that went on for a while. So you were tuning in to see how things. We had 92 items that were going to go starting at 6 p.m. out here, and of course, an hour before the first auction was gonna end, Doug's like, "Hey, yeah, let's do this. Let's Periscope or let's tweet." And it was kind of my idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became, "Hey, we should just Periscope the whole time." Which no one can hold the fucking camera the whole time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, there's John too. Wait, Becker, you still
I'm
there?
only here.
Becker, are you there? Oh shit, John, I gotta hang up. Hold on. I'll add you to the call.
Okay.
Becker.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, that's John is just trying to jump in, and I almost fucked it up. I'm gonna add him.
No, it's all good. It just said I was on hold, and I was like, all right.
He should be here shortly.
Cool.
There he is.
Believable.
John, Matt, John. No, wait, hold on. He's still dialing in.
Oh.
There we go.
Good introduction, though.
Yeah.
Hello.
There he is.
Hello, caller.
John, you had heard we were talking about the Periscope event last night with Doug Stanhope's eBay yard sale. So yeah, so right when it started, like 5 minutes before, Doug's like, "Yeah, let's just do this. We're just gonna stay up," and he'd already been drinking for a couple hours. So at 6 p.m., he's like, "Yeah, we're just gonna stay up and we're gonna keep doing this." And then, after 20 minutes, Bingo's tired of holding the fucking camera on him, and so rigged something up, got it going, and then then next thing we knew, it was 2 a.m. and someone was doing false bids and running up the auctions.
Yeah, I thought there was a way to protect you from that. I thought you could, couldn't you put a filter out where it won't let anybody who signed up in the last 30 days or something?
Well, we just didn't want anyone who signed up in the last hour. Because you can go in and you can actually block someone from bidding. But once they've already bid and they've won something, then you have to go in and cancel their bid, and then you have to block them. And then once they see that you block them, they'll just go in and make another account. Yeah.
They create a new account. No, that's what I'm saying. Just get rid of any new accounts.
And there's also another thing. When you're doing a large auction like this, there's a limit to how much money that you can actually pull in. That eBay tries to clamp down on it going way out of control. And after
for money laundering,
who knows? Hey, maybe that's it. So
would it be money laundering?
I guess I don't really know how that works, but
I'll give you $11,000 for that hat.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I see how that would work. Yeah.
Yeah. You transfer funds from another country.
No receipt. So
is eBay the only auction site?
No, there's Grindr.
There's Grindr.
Yeah. Oh, I've won some auctions on Grindr. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That's more of a lottery.
You gotta really read the fine print. You don't know what you're getting from that place.
A picture's worth 1,000 turds.
So that kept going on until 9 this morning, and I got up right before the last auction, the last two auctions, which was the trach tube, and then the Bible.
No, you were still going with on Periscope?
No. I think we
okay.
stopped.
Because I watched. Yeah, it said that we're going to bed. Fuck it. Somebody fucked up.
Well, we had to kind of get offline because we're kind of trying to track down who was fucking with us, and then we thought we'd probably be offline in case phone numbers or email addresses or usernames go up. So we pulled off, and then Doug cashed out. So, but that was late.
My favorite was when you went. What if it's Steve Beamish?
Jeff Beamish. Yeah.
Or Jeff Beamish. I mean, that was very funny. He goes, I'm even with you now, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard about this, John. Doug watches the morning news, Tucson KVOA morning news, and the weatherman is Jeff Beamish. And he invites viewers to send in pictures and upload them to hashtag Sky Candy. And on the last podcast, number 182 on the Doug Stanhope podcast, Doug put it out there. It's like, hey, everyone, why don't you send your own killer termite style pictures to Jeff Beamish and hashtag Sky Candy? And it was fucking disgusting.
Dead bodies, people ran over by trains, anorexics.
This is the one that got me. It was filleted genitals. It was a
bifurcated penis.
Yes.
Oh,
That's a famous picture.
It was this was 4 pictures, a like step-by-step process. And I caught kind of what was happening out of the corner of my eye. And I just kept telling myself that was a blooming rose, or it was like a tulip. And I just walked out of the room. And then later I found out what it really was. So
I think you could work in a minimum security prison now.
Easily.
I feel like you just ruined flowers for yourself on accident. I feel like you can't walk through a rose garden now without thinking of mutilated genitalia.
I smell a rose and I pee a little and I throw up in my mouth.
When he's old, he'll be firebombing florist shops going, take down this porn with the crazy old guy.
I don't know why it has this effect on me, but I have to break these windows. So that was, I think, the Bretchels are out here, and Joby was there, and Tracy, and I had some stuff to do early today, so I couldn't hang out that late. And they made it until an hour before the last auction, and I was like, wait a minute, you go the whole night, and then you crash out an hour before the last 2 auctions? That seems pointless.
Yeah.
So
people don't understand anymore.
The body wants what the body wants, so.
No, but go for the record, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Tracy and I drinking. It's like,
yeah.
I'm not going down. We're like prize fighters.
It was definitely one of those. Well, you know, the Bretchels, they have a little bit of the Alaska gene in them. They can hang. So yeah, it was fun. It was a good deal, and Bingo was a big participant in it, and they sold a bunch of shit.
Good. John, how'd your tiki party go?
The tiki party was great.
Okay, good.
It was very tiki. It was a tropical island in the middle of a 0-degree night. It was fun. I had a lot to drink. We had a limbo competition that I was not on board for the limbo competition. I was trying to derail it the whole time as Stephanie was trying to get it started. But then it ended up being the coolest part of the party because Justin Lawrence Hoyt of the Alicia Keys dancing video fame.
Yeah, Mr. Flexible.
Yeah, it came down to him and our friend Tiffany, and the bar literally got to below knee level. It was maybe just over 2 feet off the ground, and they were still going under it, and it blew everybody's mind.
So was this 2 people holding both ends of the limbo stick, or did you actually have the device? Yeah. Okay.
No, me and our friend Carrie were holding the sticks, and we were drunk. So I was drunk. I'm telling you the story. The bar could have been 5 feet in the air. I don't really remember, but at the time, I'm pretty sure it was low. It was real low.
So why
there's some video. I'll float some video around.
Having the theme be tiki, I gotta kind of wonder why were you so reticent to jump into the limbo?
I just think, I don't, because I'm a downer. I'm just a party pooper.
Yeah, no, I mean, it sounds.
Ask anytime, dude. All the fun things I've done with my girlfriend have started with me being like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Curmudgeonly.
You want to rent a boat and drink wine in the harbor in Newport Beach? I don't want to do that.
During a jazz festival? Fuck you.
I'm like, oh, you rent a boat. There's probably paperwork, and they teach you. It sounds like it. And then I learned that you can just walk up to a place in Newport Beach, and they'll just give you a boat. You just sign your name, and you give them $20. And we were drinking wine in the middle of the harbor, in front of all these expensive houses, looking at sea lions attacking people on boats, and it was. So I hate doing things, but then I do them and I love it.
So you're reverse fun.
You're reverse fun.
Yeah.
You hate the.
So you go, John, I'm thinking about going to the zoo dressed as a vampire, and you go, no. And you
go, dude, you're gonna scare the animals. One of them's gonna attack you. Don't. I'm not it.
Best night ever.
Exactly.
So, but John, you're more like you don't want to do anything in advance. You shoot down all the ideas, but then apparently there are some people in your life that now ignore you. And then you end up doing it, and then, like Becker said, best night of my life.
Yeah. So I'm learning that whenever I don't want to do something, I should probably just do it.
And yet you still had it. You hosted a tiki party, and I just see you at the front door saying, "Hi, welcome to the tiki party," and then 2 drinks, and then you ask them to leave.
Yeah, and like, all right, guys, thanks for dressing up and walking out here in
Is that
shorts.
your second drink?
But,
I think that's your
second
second drink, Nick. I think it's time for you to go.
If you could all, could you turn the stereo down? If you could all remain seated, if you don't need to be up walking around, I'd really appreciate it.
We're trying to keep the hallways clear just in case. No, I suck. I am an awful person. I don't know why my girlfriend puts up with me, but she has great ideas, and the limbo thing was awesome. The whole party was great.
I know exactly why she's with you. You shoot down the ideas that are great. She feels twice as good about this. If you're both in it, you'd have to share the success.
That is true.
You don't realize it, but you are now a barometer for fun by how much you are against it.
Yeah. We should go Fred Meyer's and take bites out of the fruit. No, we should not. Let's do it.
Fred Meyer and bites out of fruit. I'm into that. That's the thing I'd be into. So that could be not a high level of fun, but if it's we're going to take fireworks on a motor vehicle, out in the middle of nowhere, then I'm like, nah, I don't know. But then we do it, and it's a lot of fun. God, I don't know. Don't invite me to things.
That's what Eagle River's for, dude.
I know. But I'm just I gotta put boots on, and there's gonna be a whole thing.
See, John, I take it to the next level. I take the 2 winners of limbo contest, then we go to a men's room, and you have to shinny under while somebody's in there. $100. Come on, who wants the money?
And they can physically do that. So just remember that next time you're taking a shit in a public place, somebody could come limboing under the door.
If you hear that music, hurry up.
It's physically possible.
You didn't have a do not disturb sign up, mister.
But the party was awesome. The party was a great time.
Did anyone notice that you only had 1 tiki?
Any OCDs?
I don't think so. I think I may have brought it up in in one of those awkward conversations where you're just looking around for something to talk about. Here's a story.
Fighting the urge to ask them to leave.
Well, I told you my trick is you just buy half the decorations and put a mirror up.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised with local comedian Rudy Ascot. Him and his girlfriend came, and Greg, have you met Rudy?
I don't think
Rudy?
so.
Maybe. Well, Rudy, he's been around for a couple years now. Super funny, but he's always super straight-laced. He's got a bank job. I think he used to work for a senator or something. So he's super straight-laced, but he came to the party completely decked out in Hawaiian gear, even short. He had the tearaway pants with shorts, and he brought hats for people, and he was making mimosas. So he's my party all-star.
He's your nemesis. Okay. He's your alter ego, dude. That's the guy who should be hosting the party.
That guy was hitting on your party, dude.
He took it over. He
was trying to Tiki Block you.
Somebody has to.
Thank God Rudy showed up.
Somebody has to, Yeah,
I didn't wait for Amazon. I just went to the store and bought it.
I'm just squeezing I'm squeezing lime concentrate in club soda and handing that to people. Here you go, happy holidays. But he was.
The funnier part is I'm at Party World because we're having the Star Wars versus Star Trek thing. And I had to get another Star Trek outfit, this time at 40% off, because apparently every coupon from Party World has a 40% off coupon on your next purchase, which they didn't tell me when I bought my $50 goddamn Star Trek nylon shirt.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
you're telling me there's a 40% coupon on every party?
Buy gum, 40% off your next thing. I go, I'll buy that entire store over there after I buy this gum. But you're blowing my mind right now because I'm always buying overpriced shit at Party World. Yeah, so here's the deal. 40% off on every goddamn receipt you get. And the thing is I buy the fucking stupid shirt at 50. He goes, well, your next purchase is 40. I go, well, can I return it? Because I would rather just not buy it right now. And he goes, no refunds on costumes. I go, you fucking little dick. Do you know who I am? I'm gonna bury you alive.
Who the fuck I am?
I'm over there with the needle popping all their prepaid balloons. luck with security. But anyway, so then I go buy another one. Rudy is in there buying stuff. He goes, well, I'm going to a tiki party, but I'm so busy trying to work a deal on this shirt because I shoved other stuff in the bag and I knew the kid wouldn't look. So I don't want to really queer the deal. So I watch Rudy just walk out. I don't say a word. But yeah, Rudy was pre-gaming before I should have called you and told you, Rudy's going to fucking ruin your party. He's at party with
He made it great. He made it great.
Getting shit 40% off. That's why.
Mm-hmm. I have just been throwing those receipts away. God damn it.
Anyway, just so you know, I thought it was funny. Kid goes, no refund on costumes. I go, I just handed you the money. Give it back.
It's not even a refund. I'm canceling the transaction.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, good party though. It was fun.
It was great. It was super, super fun. And I'm flying out to LA tonight.
Woo! Jet setter.
Get out of this fucking freezing hellscape and go to a different type of hellscape.
You're flying to LA and then that's your final destination?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go hang out in LA for the weekend.
All right.
Matt Collins and I are accidentally on the same flight, so it won't be fun, but that's a thing.
So you're going to LA for what though?
I'm just going to go hang out with family. I had some vacation days I had to kill, and I haven't been down in LA during the holiday season, and it was cheap. It was like fucking under $300 for round trip tickets.
Yeah.
So,
Anchorage to LA round trip.
I think it was like $280.
I told you I got my trip from our door to Liberia, Costa Rica for $293.
What, like with miles and stuff, or straight up?
No, straight up. Is that crazy?
Wow. And that's a stopover in
stopover in LAX for an hour.
I thought the stopover was in Texas.
It would have been, but we fly directly from LA to Liberia.
That's where you got. Wow. That's where you got stuck last year, right? In Houston.
Yeah, well, Denver. We were flying United, and they put you even first class. They put you in a 12-hour layover. I go, I'm on a mini vacation here. I didn't want to spend 12 hours in Denver, you retard. So, but yeah, anyway, I couldn't believe the pricing either. I mean, to fly to fucking Costa Rica for less than $300. That's crazy.
Was that one way or is that round trip?
Yeah, one way, but I booked everything one way. But on the way back, I go $99 to LAX and then $198 there. So $600. I'm going back and forth.
Look at you guys, man. Globetrotters.
Guys, why are we not just flying all the time?
No, that's the thing. It seemed to be like going to concerts. You go, I had to quit my job. I went to so many concerts. Now I don't do anything.
Well, when you're following the dead, it's a lifestyle. You don't have time for a job.
Yeah, this is the first year that Tracy and I aren't going anywhere. We're just sticking close to home.
Home. Yay. Say it, Ggreg. Say it. We're at home.
We're at home.
We're at home.
We'd usually be in Seattle by now, but we're just we don't have any. Well, I'm not working again until March. So, and now
sabbatical, mini retirement.
Well, yeah, every year when Doug goes off tour, it's a mini retirement. I don't know if I'm coming back. But we got the stores open. We still got that deal. That's
why I bought the house in Bisbee, my friend.
Yes,
we're coming down. We're gonna go set up.
We got to go by there because your gate keeps opening. So I gotta get a bungee cord and just keep it shut.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't want the javelinas and the wolves all making nests.
Oh, we had it was like 1:30 last night, and there was a howling, like one coyote starts it, and then all of a sudden they start yipping like they're tearing apart some animal, but they're all like hyena laughing, it's like this just blood curdling sound, and then it goes into this fever pitch, and I go to the steps so I'm outside, I can hear it. And it's so it sounds like it's next door, but we kind of like live in this like gully, so you can really hear whether someone's, arguing or playing music or the coyotes are tearing apart a cat. It sounds like it's right there. Oh, it sounded like, it was blood curdling. And that was last night. That was before you go to bed.
I got mag lights and a GoPro. We're gonna go looking for them when they do it.
That's what I if I had a stronger light,
Because you want to find them, right?
yeah, I want to go see what they're doing, but you don't want to get out of the car when there's a pack of them roaming down the street. But maybe they got one of them, the peccaries.
So if it charged you, do they have like big teeth? Like could it like rip your leg open or something?
What, a coyote?
Oh no, a javelina.
Yeah, they don't have the tusks. They're not like that, and they're skittish. If you sometimes there's like 6 or 7 of them kind of roaming together, like West Side Story, looking for a fight. But yeah, they're looking for trash.
You're a javelina. You're a javelina for life, Ggreg.
Hell yeah. But yeah, no, if I see him out, it's better if you're in a car or behind a gate. You don't want to be near him.
Ggreg, we're getting those inflatable clear balls. We'll just roll down the street like hamsters.
Yeah.
And that way we'll be safe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see him that often, and when I do, there's always been something. Even when I was on the other side of the door, that one night when he was knocking the composter around, it was even behind the door. I'm like, man, I don't want to fuck with that thing. I hope it can get out of this yard because I'm not going to open another gate for it. I hope it knows how it got in because that's the only way out.
Maybe it'll go in Matt's gate. It's open.
Yeah, maybe I should just throw a couple pumpkins in there.
Baiting them.
Then they'll stay away from us.
A couple winters ago, at a house I used to live at, we got a moose that got stuck in our backyard because in the winter when the snow, this is like that year when we had a ton of snow and it just like went up a snowbank and fell into our yard and got stuck in there. And we only had one like narrow gate in and out of our backyard.
Uh-huh.
And so we had to go and like open that gate while it was like trying to like knock down the fence and try to get out. And it was it's a nerve-wracking experience to try to like free a moose. But
you're not supposed to free it, right? You're supposed to just let it die on the fence, right? You don't want to get near it.
No, here's the deal. A couple years ago, there was an old lady, and she called, like whoever you call, wild animal control. And she said it was Friday night, and she goes, there's a moose stuck on my back gate. And it, you put stuff up to keep moose from eating everything. They'll eat trees to the ground if you leave a little tree out.
Yeah.
Like it's got to get big enough to where they can't eat it anymore.
Well, they'll circle like young trees with like ranch wire so they can't get to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so this lady had somebody do it for her. She's old, and she said somebody came and did it. Anyway, they got hooked up on it like it was, whatever, 1/4-inch wire. And it stuck in his neck, and it was stuck on it, and it couldn't get off. And so she called, and they said, our offices are closed. Call Monday morning. And she called again Saturday. Go, I'm sorry, there's no emergency number. She called police station. Nope, they're the ones, and they're closed now due to budget cuts. They're closed on the weekends. So this moose dies. Then the city tells her, well, now you got to pay to have the moose removed. And she goes, well, it was alive when I fucking called you. And so they got a guy to volunteer and come and cut up the moose and get him out of there. But it was just weird that this city goes, yeah, if it dies, it's your problem. But if it's alive, it's not our problem.
But what can you do if you've got this moose like garroted, on your ranch wire? What are you supposed to do? That thing could fucking just bust out.
But here's the deal I figured out was because I saw the story. Well, what's the big deal? Just like the joke is, it's like hunting. Fuck, I'll put razors out there and fucking get all the moose I want. You're not allowed to eat the meat. You have to call the city. The city sends a no bid contract out to remove the moose. So he can charge you $6,000 to get this moose out of your backyard. I'm like, fuck that. Guess what? He fell on the other side of the fence. I just need 3 friends to flip a moose.
Becker's calling everyone to come over. It's kind of like a tiki party, but we're just gonna push this moose over the fence, and you guys get a couple of beers.
Grab a moose.
Your backyard is like the movie Saw, but for moose. They like fall in a pit full of needles, and like, yep, it's gonna take a while, but he'll die. There's the what was it? I think it was the Atwood Mansion, like some mansion down by Westchester Lagoon that had that like famous moose killing fence. They had a fence that was like, I think it was like just under 6 foot. So it seemed like it was a height that like a moose could leap over, but it was still pretty high. And then it had like spikes. Yep. So like I think it killed like 10 moose. It was like this fence had a better hunting record than most hunters you know.
I know, and they banned them now. Do you see that? You're not allowed to have spike fences that are whatever. And I was like, oh, all right. So I don't know how you fix it. You put like Nerf on top of it or something. I don't know.
So there's the fence was just high enough, and it was impaling the moose as they were trying to hop over it. Because when you get a lot of snow, that fence gets shorter and shorter, and they can hop over a 6-foot fence anyway, right?
No, they go right over 6-foot fence.
Yeah.
That's what nobody gets. They just go like a gazelle. Just they're in your backyard and you're standing there going, "What the fuck?" But
it says here that a palisade fence can impale moose. I guess that's the style of the fence, kind of a gothic look, and it can puncture the torso or vital organs, even in adult moose, and only at 4 feet. Wow. But you'd figure like you'd get tired of having like dead moose hanging on your fence.
Or you like it.
Or maybe you hate moose.
You get to keep it.
Yeah, I think those days are gone, right? Where you like it dies in your yard and you get to keep it, like you said.
Yeah. No, you don't get to keep it. They made that rule. Obviously we live in Alaska, for God's sakes, they're psychos. But yeah, it'd be a form of hunting.
Oh yeah, here's I'm sending you a picture, and it's not even, it's like maybe a 4-foot fence.
Yeah, you know what? 4 foot would be more deceptive because I can make that and not realize you got this big gut.
But yeah, it's got death spikes on it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, John, you sent me that picture. Alaska mansion's fence kills another moose, the 4th in 3 years. That is a really good record. If you go for 4 moose in 3 years, you're the best hunter in your group.
Right? And look at these rich fucks. They don't even have to go out. The moose come to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is so much easier when you're rich.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put the link up to this story. There's no pictures though. I
sent a picture.
There's one on Sky Candy. If you go on Sky.
What is that? A tulip? What is this?
Oh God, that is fucking graphic. Yeah, that's a scene for my haunt next year. The stiff legs, ass up. Oh, it looks like his belly's like ripped open too, because he's like pressed against it. Oh, what a way to go!
You should just have like moose parts hanging around your haunted house.
Just gutted moose hanging.
Dude, I'm definitely doing Sky Candy with that. It's called Moose Fence. Every 6 foot, there's a torso of a moose. Ugh.
God. Here's one that's like maybe worse.
This isn't a contest, John. Oh, Jesus.
This is just its back hooves just got stuck in the fence and it couldn't get out.
God. Like in that space in between the your Achilles tendon and the bone of your ankle.
Right?
Ugh. Boy, and how long did he lay there? Probably screaming. It is. This is like a thing in Saw, dude. If he could have just reached the pumpkin that had the key in it, or he could have sliced his own tendons to become free.
Yeah, that's where I keep my hide key. Just reach in the anus. It's right in there.
So I have to get a colonoscopy, guys.
Why?
Why are you doing that? For fun or for like real reasons?
I got it. It's.
No,
I'm turning 50. I'm turning 51. They say if I get it now, then it's clean bill of health for 10 years as long as there's.
Before you had Obamacare, you weren't going out getting.
You're right.
Things in your ass.
Goddamn right. Ugh.
It's progress. It's progress.
What are they going to tell you? Worst case scenario, you die. Best case scenario, you wasted money on a colonoscopy.
Yeah, just wait until Becker gets down there with his GoPro and a mag light.
That's true. There is that option.
Hey. The javelinas can smell cancer. Just back up to him a little bit. Come on. He'll tell you.
What's the sign that there's cancer, though?
Well, usually a javelina in your ass. Yeah.
He's drawn to it?
No, remember, it's large amounts of blood coming out of your ass. Really, it's not a sophisticated test. It's a reverse for a pregnancy.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is not look into it at all, and just go in and have it done without any kind of like expectations or any idea of what's happening, and just assume that they're going to do it right.
You're going to act like you went in the wrong office? What do you?
Exactly.
Is this where they do this? Okay, well, I'm here.
Well, as long as I walk through the door and shut and all, yeah, let's do this.
Wish I'd have showered.
So you want to be surprised. You don't want to be second guessing them while they're doing it. And
No,
say,
I don't want to know.
I read on WebMD.
Yeah.
More lube, the better.
Maybe he won't high five you. Maybe he'll knuckle bump you.
I'm hoping.
It's an old proctology joke. Never mind. Hey, if this is my pin, where's my thermometer?
Yeah, I don't want to know. Yeah, I just wanted to want it to like be like a bad date. Just the sooner it's over, the better.
Yeah. You going to a girl doctor?
I actually I've never had a real doctor that I go to more than twice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why after my last incident where I passed out at the health center, I decided to actually get a doctor. So 51, finally getting a doctor.
Yeah, I don't yeah.
Had a good run. He was all right.
I just don't see what you think you're going to get out of this.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping nothing.
I just listened to I think it was a Freakonomics podcast about, I guess the history of medicine, or maybe just you can consider it like the history of how like reliable medicine is. And it really like made me not want to go to a doctor ever again. 'Cause it was just all about how like, even when they, it was widely accepted that washing your hands prevents people from getting infections and dying. It still took like 10 plus years before all doctors were washing their hands. 'Cause they were like, I don't believe it. Or they like live in the middle of nowhere and they're like, nobody told me.
Anesthesiology wasn't even like using anesthesia in the field was not even considered like beneficial during the Civil War.
Yeah.
They still hadn't, that's 1865. They still were against it.
Right.
So it wasn't until the 1880s that some of that started to come around. And you're right. People fought it tooth and nail. I mean, if the guy that was in charge of the hospital didn't take a cotton to your washing hands and between patients or
but Greg, that's when healthcare prices were reasonable.
Exactly.
Like, we're not going to use the anesthesia. I got a rusty saw, and you need your leg off. So
I'm wearing the same apron that I've worn for a week without washing it.
You're the Rube.
You could.
How much? How much?
Back then, you would get a colonoscopy, a pound of sausage, and a haircut for $2. All in the same place.
Same room.
Yeah.
Hey, any chance you could do a no job on the wife while you're taking my knee off?
Actually,
we voted for you. Anyway, yeah, it'll be 2 chickens and a piece of pilot bread. Get on the table.
And we get to keep anything we find inside there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, good times.
I don't know. Yeah, because last time I went to the doctor and I was like, my eye twitches. And he was like, yeah, mine too. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like the dentist Ggreg had.
Yeah, that's right.
I came for answers.
Well, we'll see.
No, I don't believe in doctors at all. You can go online and find anything they can do, you can do yourself. You literally can. I mean, if you got a tumor on the side of your fucking neck, fucking go mop up in Fukushima. They need the help. Paid vacation. You're coming back breast free.
So you'd volunteer in a high radiation, like a hot zone?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all they're going to do to me, and they're going to charge me $50,000. I can make $50,000.
All right. Well, that's one way of doing it.
That makes it makes sense. I can't find any fault in this argument.
Well, I mean, one of the things is that colon cancer is one that if you find it early, detected early enough, they can do something about it. So I guess that's the only thing and I don't have any history of that in my family. But
we live in a time when people are still athletes are putting copper around their wrists because they think it helps. I go, really? How about another shot of that steroid? That might help.
I mean, I don't know if it's athletes. I think it's just golfers.
Oh, they're athletes. Yeah.
Are you somehow slamming Tommy Copper?
Yeah.
Like you just can't have a brace that may or may not have an amount of copper in it, a compression bandage.
Apparently, nothing's medicine around here if it didn't go through Shark Tank first.
Listen, I don't trust any. I don't
Yeah,
trust
Mark Cuban. If Mark Cuban didn't say it was good, then it's bad.
I think he owned like video.com or something. So yeah,
he sold. Remember, he's the one from what is it? The fucking Silicon Valley. I put the radio on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think he had broadcast. I think he had broadcast.com or something like that.
Yeah.
No, he's the one who put cop radio. He put all the police radios and sports and stuff. He put it all online, and it was all just regular radio, and he had no money in it, and then it became a lot, and he sold it and got the fuck out.
Yeah, he right place, right time for that guy for sure.
Yeah, I think
I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm saying he's a lotto winner, not a genius.
Yeah. Wasn't Mark Cuban like sold his company like right before like the bubble burst for the .com companies, right? Isn't that why he like
so much?
Exactly.
Now he owns black guys. Nothing wrong with that.
What?
He bought a basketball team. I think it's weird when you got like white owners and then all black team. I go, you might want to.
His most famous player is like a 7-foot German guy.
Oh, so he doesn't like black guys. I get it.
He did say in an interview I was reading that he paid over $100 million too much for the Mavs. He admits that.
Mm-hmm.
But he had it.
Oh, no, I mean, it doesn't matter now. It's worth, hundreds of millions more. But that was at a time. Yeah, he definitely cashed out at the right time or whenever he sold his internet company.
Yeah, he really, yeah. But I mean, and nothing against him, but I think like Mark Zuckerberg, when they go to him like for technical, the guy did nothing. He literally got a bunch of people together who were talented. They did all the work, and then he stands there like he did something. What did you make?
That's called being a boss.
That's a CEO, Becker.
No, it's called. I mean, it's equivalent to being Trump's kid. You got a lot of money, you don't know how.
I don't think it's the same.
Do you think Ford made all those cars? No, we hired people. He had an assembly line.
Ford was the one who said use the packing crates for the floorboards. That guy was the biggest Jew ever. I can't think he's anti-Semitic. Him and Lindbergh. Do you know Lindbergh was a huge anti-Semitic? Like unbelievable.
Charles Lindbergh, that hero?
Charles Lindbergh.
I feel like you can be the guy who got like what did he get, like a Medal of Honor from Nazi Germany?
No, he was he was going to run for office. He has like basically white supremacist speeches that he did. If you listen to old radio things of him, he's nuts. He got drummed out quick, and everybody went, "Oh, he did lose his kid. Maybe that's doing it."
Oh, the pity vote.
Yo, he literally was like, Jews are taking over the banks. We need to get them out of the country. Like, man,
Charles Lindbergh was saying that?
Charles Lindbergh. I'm telling you guys, read a book.
This is true. I have read this. I have read this before.
So John agrees with me because I'm always right, John.
I mean, I agree. I agree with you and all of the journalists and researchers who have looked into this.
I know.
I'm just saying, you're standing on the shoulder of the giants here, Becker. You didn't do the work, just like Mark Cuban.
Oh, you're right. I didn't know that Bruno Rothschild didn't have anything to do with the Lindbergh kidnapping.
It does say here, Charles Lindbergh, Hitler's all-American hero. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
That's exactly what I just shared with you.
Oh, yeah, because you know what? Actually, that's funny because they have T-shirts now with Lindbergh with the Nazi symbol on them.
Really? Who'd wear a T-shirt with a Nazi symbol? Other than
who'd wear a T-shirt with Charles Lindbergh on it? That's a better question.
And not have to explain it to everyone who walked up.
Yeah, who's Lindbergh? That was before I was born.
Is that Amelia Earhart? No, it's a dude.
Remember when that was still one of my favorites? I knew that was funny when I was a kid, when the 70s. Remember? You wouldn't know, John. You weren't born. But they had Lindbergh, Amelia Earhart luggage. I go, didn't she disappear? Why would she make a brand of luggage to someone you can't find? And you know who was the spokesperson for it?
Who?
O.J. Simpson. Who also disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not only a it's named after someone who disappeared, but someone who disappeared in a plane.
Yeah. I'm like,
never to be found again.
She was the third bag missing that day. They think she lived on the island, though. You see that? They think she survived the crash and sat on the island going, I'm sure they're coming.
Yeah, but out there, it's like, there's
woman not to get
nothing out
called
there.
back.
There's nothing out there. I mean, you could go 2, 3, 4 years without a ship going by.
Before you say that, though, there's people who lived on that island. And quite frankly, that's rude to say. They were living like the locals. All you had to do was catch a fish every day and stay out of the sun.
No. I think you're kind of glossing over a little bit of what happens when you're marooned on a desert island. That was an atoll. They were in the middle of fucking nowhere, dude.
I know, but still,
there was no one living on that.
To eat. She could have done it. She just needed a dude.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I totally agree with your mantra of catch a fish a day and stay out of the sun. That's smart for anyone, whether you're marooned on a desert island or not. So I'm not saying you're wrong.
Well,
if you could have one CD, what would it be? Yacht Rock. Okay.
I'd trade the CD for water.
I just couldn't believe they stayed in contact with her the whole time. And they go, we got no idea where she is now. I go, you guys stopped calling at one point. But I'm sure she's fine.
So you guys got anything coming up before? Well, John, you're leaving.
Yep.
And are you going to be gone for up until Christmas?
No, I'm only gone for the weekend. I come back on Monday.
And you're going by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well,
on
Matt
the
Collins.
same plane with Matt Collins.
So I think we're gonna try to go to the Comedy Store on maybe Friday or Saturday night.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Lately, Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock have both been doing sets.
And Dana Carvey.
And
one of the Jonas Brothers.
Really?
Ooh, I hope it's Nick.
Don't know if they do requests, but you can always put it in.
I do know that like Chappelle will show up at like 12:30, and like the employees are getting ready to shut down, and they're like, "Oh fuck, here we go," because he's gonna go and do an hour.
Yeah.
So like it's like that diner who shows up 5 minutes before you're gonna close the grill. And then that person gets in and they want we're going to have some appetizers, a salad, and maybe soup and salad. And then, the full course meal. And then we'd like to see your dessert tray. It's like, look, we're closed.
Mm-hmm.
But it is good for people. Maybe you'll get lucky, John. Maybe you'll get to see some superstars working out their shit.
I mean, I saw.
Or you get one of the Wayans brothers.
Or the Wayans brothers.
The Wayans brothers would be great.
And he passes the hat and he asks if everybody can kick in because his mortgage is due.
I hope it's Marlon. I don't remember the Wayans brother that was on the TV show.
Chico,
Marlon Wayans.
Harpo.
Zeppo was one of them.
Yep.
No, Gummo? Was Gummo one?
Gummo was all.
Gummo is that crazy movie about Ohio. Have you seen that?
Was that with what's his name?
It's a Harmony Korine movie, and it's
Gummo. Wow. He was the guy in the Night of the lawyer, I think.
Nah.
What was Gummo? I mean, you brought it up. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's got Chloe Sveni. It's about
I see it.
Xenia, Ohio, and it's like it's really just a bummer of a
campy.
No,
does anybody get pregnant?
It's like maybe it's like an art film, but it's like it's pretty just like.
Don't you make art films?
No, not like this.
Yeah, I've seen clips of this one. I've never seen the whole thing, and these kids. There's like one part where there's like a dude who like lets kids in the neighborhood pay him money to like have sex with his Down syndrome daughter, and it's just like, oh god, what is this world?
Oh wow.
Yeah, don't Like, don't watch it. I've seen
How
it
many
twice.
organic tomatoes did it get?
I've seen it twice, and both times I was like, why did I do that to myself?
You've seen it twice?
Yeah, because I had forgotten, and
Were you pre-gaming for your tiki party? How depressing!
Yeah.
I'm a fan of cinema, so like I'll give it another chance, and then I was like, God, fuck.
Maybe I was wrong.
This kid's fucking eating fucking spaghetti in the bathtub, and it's all dirty, and like, there's.
I think that's the clip I just sent you. I put it up there. He's in the bathtub. Oh my God, that water is just, it's disgusting. Yeah, it's like rust water, and he's eating spaghetti there. Or maybe he just spilled a lot of spaghetti in the tub.
It does have it does.
Or maybe he needs to get a colonoscopy.
Maybe he just got one. That's why it's brown water.
It features a midget who's gay, black, and Jewish. So
it's not all bad. Yeah,
that's a thing that you don't see in a lot of movies.
It's amazing. You watched it twice, and you're very descriptive on the movie.
It's a feature. He announces it. I'm not inferring by his character traits.
It doesn't sound like you fell asleep during the first showing and you went back for a second showing.
No, you can't fall asleep.
So you saw the whole thing, gave it some time, and then went back to the well for another drink.
Yeah, because I didn't like it.
I guess that's what we're curious about.
I didn't like it, but I was like, maybe there's some important message that I'm missing. And I think the important message is don't go to Ohio. That's what I got out of it.
Well, you don't need to watch Gummo to realize that, John.
Right.
You can just ask people.
What's Ohio like?
There's something that drew you to the second viewing. I agree with Becker. Why would you go back?
It could be Chloe Spenny with no eyebrows. Now that I'm looking at the pictures.
That's a good look.
Weird. Yeah, I don't, like I said, anymore, there's movies. Now I'm like Schindler's List when it comes to like Netflix. I'll put it on a show and start watching it and go, they could have used this film in so many better ways than what they recorded over it.
I'm trying to think what I'm watching right now. I just started watching this one thing on Amazon. It's with Giovanni Ribisi. It's called Sneaky Pete.
Mm-hmm.
You guys watching any of this shit?
No, I have Amazon. I just ordered stuff on Amazon the last ditch run before Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
So I got snorkels and fog out stuff for the the snorkel mask. You gotta get the commercial fog stuff so it doesn't clog up. And I got some other stuff, and I was just laughing because all of a sudden I'm going. They go, you get movies too. You can watch movies with your Prime membership, and I have never watched anything because again I have Apple TV too, so it doesn't give you the Amazon. It won't let you put the Amazon movies on there, so you got to get a second device, and that's how lazy I am. I'm just like, I saw somebody on Twitter posted a thing that was like, I think all these movies on Amazon Prime are fake movies, and they don't want you to click on it. Like, and then it was all stuff that were like rip-offs of like actual movies.
So there's something there, but it's not what you think.
It's just like a poster of a movie, and if you click on it, it'll be like not available.
Yeah.
Weekend at Ernie's.
I've had nothing but good experience, guys, with the Amazon Prime videos. Plus, you can order them, pay-per-view and stuff like that. That new one I'm going to watch is the Mike Birbiglia. Don't Think Twice.
Oh yeah.
I've heard good things. I've heard great things.
There's another thing on PBS. Maybe you can help me out, John. There's a thing on PBS that was it was a multi-series production. So they would do like
Downton Abbey.
6.
Downton Abbey?
No, close. This is about rock and roll. Is it the sound room or something like that?
Oh, yeah, it's great. Didn't I tell you about that in a podcast?
You may have, but I probably. I obviously didn't do anything about it because now I can't find it, and you can't. The problem with PBS is even if you want to get it, that they don't offer it. There's no pay-per-view type option.
Sound breaking.
Watch
full episodes at pbs.org for free.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
It's really good, Becker.
I think you can watch at least. I don't know. Well, at least on Roku you can. I have the PBS Roku app, and I've been watching them on there. Looks if you go. Well, I'm not at the PBS webpage right now, and you can only get the clips and stuff. But
well, those are the two things that happened to me. Was last week I went to click on Netflix on the Apple II, and it said, "Oh, there's something problem. Got to log in or something." So I had to go find my password again, log in. They've raised me now to $9.99. So I've been $7.99 since the beginning of time.
Yeah,
on their video, and they said we've waited as long as we can, but because you're original member, we kept it as low as we could for as long as we could. And I go, you know what? I appreciate that because I do watch it a lot. And I go, I've been paying $7.99. You're a bunch of losers.
Well, I mean, I'll look for this, John. I was trying to watch it because I saw some of the clips that you can watch, but I haven't seen the full episodes. And it's Soundbreak, right?
Soundbreaking. It's pretty great.
Soundbreaking.
It's really great. You can buy.
PBS is always begging for money, John, and now here I am standing there with money in my hand, saying I want to pay to watch this, and I can't find a way to send in money to watch what they have available.
There you go. I just sent you a link. Now you can.
Thank you. All right, Soundbreaking. There it is. See, John?
For $20, you get eight episodes.
Oh, I'm not fucking spending $20.
I'm not paying $20.
Fuck that.
Well, you can spend $2.99 per episode.
No, I'll find a way to watch it for free.
You could also do that.
Can you just FaceTime it and just hold it up to the TV for me?
I just want to hear the audio. How about that? I don't even care to watch it because I'm watching Gummo.
I think I've watched 3 of the episodes and they're good.
Like what is it? Is it like a documentary style? And then they're taking like one aspect of sound recording?
Yeah, it's all interviews and then like archival footage and pictures and stuff. And so each episode is like a different aspect. Like the first one's just about recording in general, and then the second one I think is like about multi-track recording like changed the industry, and then the third one's like singing and all that kind of stuff. So
I'm in.
It's good. You'll like it.
Yeah.
No, I trust you, John. You've never steered me into a bad movie except for Gummo. That was weird.
Watch it twice.
Why'd you do that?
Watch Gummo twice.
So I see Becker, you got the Star Wars versus Star Trek coming up at Coots.
That was Saturday night. It was fun.
Oh shit, that already happened, right?
Yeah, it happened. But I'm $70 into the outfits, so it's good. It's a good time.
So I do see.
I kept telling people before you tip, just make sure you understand. I spent $50 on this shirt, and they were good about it.
I'm at the Coots.com website, KOOTS.com, and I see 36 Crazy Fists is playing on the 17th.
Yes, we are. December to remember.
Yeah. They've been doing that every year for the past 5 or 6 years, I think.
They have. They've been killing it overseas, too. They're just...
Yeah. Right on, man. You got some shit happening at Coots this December.
Mm-hmm.
Zombie
It's
thing
my big
happening?
run until I leave town. So
yeah, your last big grab. Yeah.
The holiday party that never ends.
Well, and then Becker gets on the plane.
I mean, it ends. I guess it ends eventually.
And then it continues. But yeah, no, it'll be fun. And everything's going good. Our economy is a little squiggly. I think people are starting to figure out that they're probably not getting called back to the slope anytime soon. And they're getting a little nervous, some of them.
Your phone's not broken. They're just not calling. I got a message from JJ, the Tranquilla, the guy that he's the band that he and I were in for a little bit, the 80s cover band, Cyclone Rangers.
Stuck in Reverse?
No, that was his band. Yeah, I did that. but we did that we did a couple weeks at Coots, and it was Cyclone Rangers. It was all 80s covers. We were just it was fun, and we had a blast doing it. And then he said they just got voted 2016 best cover band. Yeah, no, they're really good. They just played on Saturday night as well. So there you go. They were I Like Robots was playing. But I didn't know he was still doing that. Oh yeah, he's killing. Kids in the 80s, 80s kids, they all got money. They're good. How do do the millennials know what the 80s were? I mean, is it?
Oh, when they do those parties, like they'll do a 90s party, these kids come in and zipper jackets and stuff. And I go, I get it, but you're lost. You don't know what, Google it.
Where are they getting all these outfits, Becker? I thought we bought them all.
I know they don't even they buy them new now. This is even funnier.
Yeah.
They go to, this is what the 80s was like. I go, yeah, no, it really wasn't, but it was fun.
Can you buy a new members only jacket?
Oh yeah.
No, you can't. I had the greatest one ever. I told JJ and Trickle and I talked about it. I had the greatest one ever. It was like the one Sting wore. It had the red and black inside the coat.
Oh yeah. The lining.
And I got it, and I actually had it in Alaska. And I believe during one of our negotiations with the lovely wife, she goes, "You got to get rid of this or that or that." And I think that somehow got put on the block. And I know, but to be fair, I bought it when I was like 18, and it was a little tight, but but with that cool lining, you want to keep it unzipped anyway. But I told JJ he would have died if he could have saw it. But yeah,
members only is having a 60% off holiday sale, by the way, in case.
Oh, thanks. In case some millennials want to look authentic.
In most cases, it is cheaper just to buy a new one than to go to Value Village and find it old.
Yeah. Well, you never know what you're going to find there, but you might find something in the pockets. That was the cocaine era.
That's true.
Well, we were in Vegas a year ago or whatever when we went to the original Doug Stanhope show at the Plaza.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I brought down my fucking original Wayfair sunglasses that were the classics from the 80s. Somebody had sent them back to me from home, and I had them, and I wore them, and I left them in Doug's room, and I go, "Oh fuck." He goes, "Well, they were just sunglasses." I go, They were sunglasses from the 80s.
He thought they were
just sunglasses.
He thought they were like just a $5 pair you bought down at the gift store.
Yeah, and they were like the classics. So then this is the way my life works. So then I waltz into the antique store, which is right behind Coots.
Yeah.
And
Pack Rat.
Yep, Pack Rat.
Yeah.
And they love me there because I always bust their balls. I go, "I'll come back when your stuff's older." And there literally is the same type of pair with loose screws in the top. So I fixed that. But I go, "How much?" He goes, "Well, they're like $30. Like, I'm not paying $30 for a pair of old sunglasses. Are you nuts? And I want them so bad, but you never tilt. And then, you watch enough those shows where you buy shit. Remember the picker guys from Iowa? And I go, "Well, what if I buy a tuba and this and antique toilet? How about you throw the glasses in?" And so I got for $280, I got free glasses, I think.
That place is the weirdest place. But it's like all that stuff. I mean, you would regularly see it like in just a junk shop, right? I don't know, where do they get all that stuff?
I think it's like different vendors, right? Each each little area in the store is like a different person's collection or something that they're selling.
It's like a garage sale. But remember how everybody has their own sticker on the stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, because I had one thing. I was buying an old phone, and I went in, and she goes, "Oh man, I work you a deal, but this lady's she's kind of a jackass, and she doesn't like to." And I said, "It's an old phone. It's wired wrong, whatever." And so she calls her, and I hear on the phone,
it doesn't even get AT&T. Like, what is that?
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's an old rotary phone, but it's a rotary phone with an emergency button on top. So you hit it. I mean, I've never seen one like it. And so I was like, I want it, but it was like maybe $225 is what she wanted for it. So I'm going, I'll give like $95. And she goes, "I don't think she'll do it." And she's on the phone, and this is how good it is because it's quiet in there. They're playing classical music. She turns around and goes, "It's for a really good customer. Would you take $95?" And I hear her go, "I don't think I want to go All right. $95 later, I go online, $318 if you can find one.
Damn.
Sorry, dumb lady. You shouldn't have whistled. I'm in Alaska. You're not getting another phone up here anytime soon. People are leaving with their phones. They're not bringing them.
You do find some good stuff up there once in a while. I don't know how it is now, but when I first started going up there in the 90s, early 90s, I definitely, especially when I went to Juneau or Valdez or something, I definitely hit the pawn shops and the junk stores.
There was a wonderful article. There was a parrot that was in San Francisco. That was one of the oldest parrots they know. I mean, it was like 156 years old.
A live parrot?
Yeah, live parrot, yeah. And they had it, they had the timeline. But it actually went up during the gold rush in Alaska. It was in a bar. And it would still spout out things in like colloquiums from 1900s. And it'd be like, why don't you go bandy your rooster, you piece of shit? Yeah. But yeah, they said it got senile, which I thought was funny with a parrot, Like he forgot things he never should have known.
I think that'd be annoying having a fucking. We used to have a bird that can talk. It is interesting if you think that they actually know what they're. Hey, I want a cracker. You just assume he's hungry, right?
Right.
There's no intelligence there. He's just doing something. That there's a response to his action. I used to hang out with a friend at his house in high school. We'd go over to his house and he had a younger brother and all the other he had 2 older sisters and 2 older brothers, and the youngest kid was named Eric, and all the kids would always blame shit on Eric, and they would yell at Eric. So they had a bird, and all the bird would do would mimic everyone that he heard was yelling at Eric. So the bird would be yelling at Eric, and Eric would come down the stairs because he'd think he did something wrong and he didn't know who was calling his name. But it was the repetition. People yelling at this fucking kid so often that the parrot would learn.
You think birds don't remember shit, but I went back home. My mom raised exotic birds for years and years and years. And when I was in high school, I fucked with this one. It was a cockatoo, and I would make a drip noise. Anyway, make a dripping noise. And I came home. I hadn't seen the thing in probably 8 years. It looked at me, started waving his head up and down, started making the drip noise. And I'm like, going, yeah. And I'm going, there's more going on in the world than we know, people. That fucking thing looked at me and went, I know you. And I was like, how the fuck do you remember that?
Don't trust
us. We
were
down in Costa Rica one time. So Becky came to my parents' house, saw all the birds. She goes, that is insane. Because it's like, say 100 and some parrots all screaming at once in this room. And she goes, that's insane. I go, no, that's why they put a door on the room. To close. And, but we were down in Costa Rica and we're running in this alley. It started monsoon. We were down in the southern part, Gafito. We used to drive up and down the coast every year. So we'd start in Gafito and work our way up. We're in Gafito. It starts pouring down rain. Northern part, no rain at all. Down there, tropical storms. And pouring down rain. So we're trying to stay dry. We're running into the little awnings, this alley. And Becky hears this bird and it's going, rawr, rawr, and it's talking English. She goes, oh my God, it's a wild parrot. And I go, yeah. And finally I turned to her. I go, you understand it's speaking English first. But second, it's somebody's parrot that got loose because, but they've already found them where they escape from like Chicago. Like they leave them outside, they take off, and they'll find them in South America now hanging out saying, go Cubbies. Yeah. And they're like, oh.
If you, those birds know if you want to get ahead in the world, you got to speak English.
But it was just cute because she's going, that's like a wild parrot that talks. I go, yeah, honey, are you starting to understand how kidnapping works? Yeah. They don't learn that.
Hey, hold on a second. John, when are you leaving for LA?
Tonight.
Oh, tonight. All right. Well, Becker, there's something coming for you guys, but John won't be there for it, so put it in the freezer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it javelina meat?
Peccary
snouts. No.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
You'll get it when you come back, but you just got.
All right.
Missed it by that much.
Buy me lotto tickets too. Can you buy me some lotto tickets?
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
There. Now you have a reason to go.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
I think you can get lotto tickets at the airport in Seattle.
You can. I do it every time, and it's so funny.
Really?
Yeah, there's always people waiting, and I buy a ton, and they're like, ooh, like they're waiting. I go, fuck, I was first. Fuck
Wait,
off.
Like scratchers or the actual the numbers?
Like, because you can play up to 10 weeks, 10 plays, 10 weeks with the doubler in the machine, but you've got to figure out that little card, like the old IBM card you got to put the dots all right.
yeah. Like a Scantron.
every year I go, fuck, I got to relearn it again because you got to do it exactly right. It says, nope. And then finally you go, like, okay, quick pick, 10 weeks maximum, boom, boom, done. And you put it in and then you're good. But yeah, that one year I bought it. I bought in when it was like 50 million and went to 400 million by the time my last week came out. And that's always been my joke. I bought it when it was low. I win high.
You don't want to win the lottery. More
no,
problems.
I play it because it's fun just to sit and go, what would I do this week if I won?
Go to LA with John.
That's it.
Clearly.
I'll just hire a group of people to follow John around.
I need an entourage. That's what I'm missing.
That's what we're looking for, John.
All right, John. When you go to LA, be sure to hit up Brett Erickson.
I will.
Because they'll be at the they'll be at the Pikey on Mondays. But if you're going to go to the store, that'd definitely be someone to just contact, see if he's going to be there.
All right.
Right on.
And lotto tickets. Yeah, you're good. All right, you've listened to another episode of Near the Wild. I'm Matt Becker, now counting down the days until I'm on the beach.
I am John Norris, counting down the days until we can have a 3-way devil scaling Skype calls for the rest of our podcast.
Oh, that's right. That's coming up. And I'm Ggreg Chaille in Bisbee, Arizona, currently bidding on a Gummo DVD for John. Merry Christmas, John.
Signed. Get a signed copy.
You're a winner. You've been listening to the Near the Wild podcast with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska on Matt Becker's backyard bus. Engineered by me, Ggreg Chaille.
Made in Ohio.